The book of Joshua is not a book for the wimps. It is for those who have survived the desert, those who have seen God at work, those who have been recycled in the place of transition and transformation. It is the book of a new beginning, the closing of an era and opening of the next. It is synergistically a great and a dichotomy from the old into the new, and it is also the fulfillment of all that the Lord has promised to his children. The scripture says in Joshua 1 verse 9, God says, have I not commanded you? And because God has commanded Joshua, he was able to now command others. In verse 10, if you have not heard from God, you will not be able to make an impact in the realms of men. In Genesis 48, the Israelites had already been prominent in the land of Egypt, and God has raised Joseph. He had become the prime minister, and when he heard that his father was already transitioning from earth to heaven, he took his son Manasseh and Ephraim. He took them to go meet the father. He blesses them, and then he exited the world. And in this story, he gave them a portion. Verse 20, it says, and he blessed them that day, saying, indeed shall Israel be blessed, saying, God make thee as Ephraim as Manasseh. And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. As a result of this encounter in Genesis chapter 48, it was more like what Paul the apostle was saying in Romans chapter 11 when he spoke about the Gentile being grafted in. Immediately this incident occurred, we see Ephraim and Manasseh, who were grandchildren to Jacob, they were grafted in to be part of the 12. And by virtue of that word that Jacob spoke, they became automatically a recipient of the blessing that belongs to the 12 tribe. Just by one word that a patriarch spoke, the order of inheritance was changed. But